Why is today the day that, like, there's a large emotional dump on me?
Why not today?
What it do is good. It's probably y'all. It's your homie ATM.
It's your boy O.
And we are the Lingo, baby. Back for episode... I don't even know. I'm losing count.
We're on 6.
6? Damn,
right?
already?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
We might have to push 10, past 10.
Yeah, because I feel like
we might.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it, but I definitely feel like we're gonna have a lot
more guests. Yeah, a lot more guests. Yeah. Low key, but
we'll get into it. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Energy up, great energy here. I just finished my first week of a real job, a 9 to 5, 8:30, 5:30. Actually, not even a 9 to 5.
Listen.
You know.
Okay.
But
corporate
world, corporate America, Midtown, like corporate. Mm-hmm. But it's cool. I fuck with it. Who knows what doors that could open? Feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm doing great. You know.
Yeah. I feel like that's all those corporate jobs are for. Like ideally nobody wants to like unless like you're in the place like in your field that like this is I studied for this and I want to do this, like okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like in like, you know, a lot of creatives, a lot of freelancers are definitely at some point they do go that corporate route to like just test the waters, build the network up to get to like more like diagonal, lateral move, you know, upwards.
You get paid, bro.
Paid.
A lot of I know a lot of creatives that like a lot of us just go into the corporate world. Like we kind like it's not that we don't care about it. Some of us don't really give like a fuck about the job. But at the end of the day, it's supplying the income to make what you need to make what you want to make. Feel me? Like a lot of us don't have that resource. Otherwise, just like Jonathan was talking about, feel me? Like a lot of us don't have those resources to really do it how we want to do it. So the job funds that, you know, and if we can do both, do both. Yeah.
Listen, people be like, oh, don't quit your day job. I feel like, yeah, don't quit your day job, but like, you know, don't quit your side hustle either.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like a dope day job. Like,
also, never think about it as a side hustle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like once you think about it as a side hustle, like that's again its own mentality. Like I feel like once you think about it like that, you know, you put that shit to the side. Like you start making your shit when you have the time to make it instead of making the time to make it.
That's facts.
Like I'm seeing it right now. Like, you know, first week of work finished. It's Sunday, bro. The weekend flew by.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing, like, low-key, my life finna be like that, like, for as long as I have this job. Because it's, like, my weekend, like, bro, I be coming home tired, feel me? So, weekdays, it's not, like, super given doing what I, like, my creative shit. Unless I can find little pockets, little hours, late nights if I want to. But, again, I wake up at 6.
Yeah.
Feel me? So...
It's a long commute.
You know, I go to work, I come home, I eat, I go to the gym, I come home, I shower, sleep. That's usually the routine right now. But then the weekends got to be jam-packed with either an event, recording, this, that, because that's my time to do it. So it's like... I feel like when you then start considering it as a side hustle, it's like that's when you just start, you know, doing it when you have the time to do it. And it's like instead of making it. That's why I feel like every day I try to do, even though through the week, like I have that like work routine, I try to really just do something little every day as much as I can.
Yeah.
Whether it's, even if it's brainstorming, like, what are the ideas I want to write this week, or topics for Lingo, or this or that, like, because my mind always got to be there, always got to like be on it. Because if it's not, then it's quiet. You know?
The only say is like it's only the side hustle by like, you know, just because it I feel like that's a good point you say, like, you know, when you you know what I'm saying, like I feel like to always have that mindset that like this is like the main goal, like doing this full time or like, you know, being in this realm is definitely like the pure objective, but it's like, you know, niggas gotta pay rent. You know what I'm saying?
And in terms of like a time structure, it does feel like a side hustle, you know? Like that's, so I get it in that perspective. That's why I gave the layout. Like through my week, the 5 days, like I gotta be at work mode. But the weekend, which is my only Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, so 2.5 days, not even half really, like 2 1/3 of a day, like is really when the time gets super dedicated. So it feels like it in terms of time structure sometimes, but mindset, it can never be that. Like, you know, for real.
One day we're gonna get to a point where we're spending, you know, those 40 hours that we're spending on, you know, our jobs and corporate shit on like the actual like things that we're doing, quote unquote, our side hustles. You know what I'm saying? One day
making it our main.
They'll transfer over, man.
Yeah, and just getting paid all around to do that stuff. I feel like that's every creative's ultimate goal. You know, just getting paid to create. Like,
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you to be experiencing like this side of getting this job. It's something that like even if you're listening to the podcast earlier, like it's something that we talked about a lot. You know what I'm saying? That like insecurity of
unemployment.
Yeah. It's nuts.
No, for real.
It takes a while. Like it takes a minute. You know what I'm saying?
I graduated in May. I had my internship in the summer. I've been freelancing since with Screen Rant. And now like this full-time job. So it's like, again, bro, yeah, like I'm just happy because now I'm not necessarily worried about funds. Like, I haven't had my first paycheck yet. I get paid this week. But my point is that like, I know I'm about to have stable income for at least an amount of time, you know?
Whole different ballgame.
Like, I'm thinking about it like, boom, Rolling Loud. One example. Ticket with taxes and all that is like $460, $470. Flight is probably going to be around anywhere between $2 to $4. Telly B&B also probably going to be anywhere from $3 to $6, depending on what we get. So total with just like the expenses of going, you gotta pay a rack and a half. Feel me?
Where's that bread coming from?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, now that I got the job, it's like I'm not even worried. It's Rolling Loud is in July 1, so the spending money will come from my like June paycheck. You feel me? And the other money is gonna trickle in as my weeks go on. So it's like, the funds of doing the things that I want to do, like outside of even just a creative show, just like enjoying myself and going to something like that, is like just a weight taken off my shoulder. Yeah, that's real. You know, and it is like it is. Yeah. But I will bring up a point you have brought up before because we've spoken about money. Like,
what is that?
Nah, you know what I'm about to say, bro. But it's a big thing. Like I the situation it came from is like whatever, but the moral of the point is important. Money is big, feel me? Like, money causes, and financial insecurity causes a lot of insecurity in people, feel me? It makes people feel less of themselves. That's fair. Like, especially when you grow up on either end of the spectrum, as somebody who didn't have money or did have money, because if you had it, to not have it, you feel crazy. Yeah. And if you didn't have it, you already know that feeling of not having it, so it's like, you know that insecurity that lingers, and then you could feel overwhelmed to have it. So, but my thing is like, with me, I always thought this, I will always think this, that's why passion is so important. Like, passion to do something, to have a goal, to be a creative, whatever it is. Like, you don't got to be creative to have a goal, feel me? Like, nothing like that. But, like, my thing is like, if you don't carry that passion for something, that financial shit will eat you alive. True word. It will really get to the depths of the insecurity. Because, bro, a lot of the shit I do doesn't pay me $1 or a dime. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the creative things I do not pay me yet. They will. They do not pay me as of yet. But I will never feel like, even with no money in my bank account, which has been the case before.
Unmotivated.
I will never feel unmotivated. I will never feel unalive. I will never feel insecure of myself and my art and my work and my passion. Because that shit's always there. You know, so that's like a big thing for me. Like, I feel like it's not talked about enough. And it's like, I don't know, there's people who are, is pragmatic the correct word? I feel like I don't remember the definition of pragmatic right now.
Pragmatic is like...
It's like a realist, is it not?
Yeah, like, you know, like, they don't think with ideals. You know, just like, all right, let's be pragmatic. Let's solve this, like, rationally, logically.
There are pragmatic people out in the world who, like, would 100% disagree with, like, me and, like, that statement. Like, you know, fair, whatever, cool. I don't know. I feel like that's just a case of perception and personality, feel me? But, like, I'm an idealist to some extent. I'm also, like, you know, so it's like, I think
a lot of young creatives are. Yeah. Like, just... by nature, you have to be that person because it's a large hill to climb. Yeah, entertainment, you know, creation, like, because you're focusing on like this. Your value is people liking you. Yeah, you know, liking what you do, what you create. You know, and that can be very challenging to people, or like, you know, the pragmatists. Like, you know, I have like, you know, it's funny. I have two older brothers, and you know, they're both on the opposite side of that, you know, scale. Whereas Quasi's the creative and who like went through this whole struggle of doing this exact thing at, you know, at my age too. And my oldest brother, he's, you know, he's the fucking superintendent for the NTA. You know what I'm saying? Very much like, no, I want a safe bet. You know what I'm saying? I want like a 401k and, you know, like all these. And to them, it's just like, yo, like, let's be logical. Like, let's be, but, you know, for those creatives who are chasing something larger than them, they know what the end goal is. Yeah. And it's like you said, to always keep that goal, that plan, that passion in mind. Just keeps pushing you through it.
Sure. Bro, I love meeting artists and creatives who are like, yeah, I'm going to do this. Or, yeah, I'm going to be this. Cause it's beautiful to see, bro. Like, it's beautiful to see that passion oozing out of people. Like, I don't know. It's just something I have admired my whole journey in this creative world. Like, and I've met people on the other end who's very like, man, they're not really going to do much with it, you know? And that's cool. Like, it's cool. Like, I get it. Like, you know, whatever. Like, even me and you have said it, bro, where we can appreciate someone's passion for some shit and also be like, yeah, it's not really it. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least for me, it's not it for me. Yeah. So it's like, I feel like overall, that passion is just so core and crucial in the moments when you have nothing too. You know what I'm saying? In the moments when I've been broke, in the moments when I've been down bad, like in the moments when I've been depressed, whatever, like that art and that passion and the shit that I do has always gotten me out in some way, shape, or form, you know? Yeah. I think that shit's important. I think passion for something is important. Fuck having a, like, yeah, having a goal is great, but having a goal doesn't fuel passion, it fuels motivation. I feel like you need both, but passion is really like the core of it. Like, I don't know, bro. I've met people like, you know, bro, like, you know this. Like, I've met people who lack passion for shit, for anything. And you just realize it and you're just like,
I think, like,
you know,
I view a goal like, it's like not directions, because a lot of times you're doing something, you don't have a direction of what you're doing. It's more like a northern light. Like, you know, like it's a star you can follow. Like, this is my goal. I know it's that way. I think passion is enjoying the journey. Yeah. Like, genuinely having, like, yo, like, I know the direction I'm supposed to be going is this way. Lost, nowhere near the end destination where I want to be. But I'm having a great fucking time. And I really feel like that's what, like, oh, you're passionate in this. Like, you're enjoying, like, the feeling of being lost and, like, going through the motions.
The trial of error, of all of it. Like,
it's the whole thing. Like, it's the whole thing, because you can't just love the good parts. Because a lot of shit is going to be bad. A lot of shit is bad. Hopefully it's not beloved.
It's not beloved, but it true it might be. Like, that's just life, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, you gotta have passion.
No, 100%.
Passion pushes you through life. I feel like, bro, like, I don't know. We've had our own elders and met elders where you realize, like, especially because we're immigrant, like, kids, like, work and certain, like, pragmatic shit really controlled their life. Yep. And that's no jab to our parents, bro. True word. Yeah. Like, thank God. Like, y'all raised me and y'all had y'all heads right to get bread in the crib to raise me, feel me? But now that I'm here, let me free my mind a little bit, you know, feel me? Like, and so we've met elders with, like, that very pragmatic, like, headspace, and you kind of realize, like, the love they lack for life. You know what I'm saying?
It's a privilege, yo. It's a privilege that we have.
Bro. It is. Yeah, it's a big privilege.
You know, because there's definitely generations who was like, I can't be an idealist, you know, like straight up, like, you know, just off the strength of, here's my situation. Yeah, I can't afford to, like, I can't do it.
Literally.
You know?
And there's kids our age, bro, who also couldn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, same thing. So it's like, it's really a circumstance thing. That's the best way to put it, though. It is a privilege to have that thought process. You know what I'm saying? I know people that can afford to have it, but don't have it. But that's not the point. Getting into, you know, a great concept and a great example of passion. I want to tap into. Do we want to go chronologically?
Chronology?
Like, we could start with. I don't know. It's up to you.
big shout out to Johnny Champagne, man.
Facts,
He had doing his thing.
A rerun.
Rerun.
At Pink's. Yeah, rerun at Pink's.
Then a follow-up. So it was
and
like
then a follow-up, so it was a three-peat. Facts. But we went to the rerun of a great friend DJ Johnny Champagne set at Pink's Cantina on Friday night. 2000s night. It was great, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm always happy to see Johnny do what he do. Like, again, passion, art, like all that. There's something about how he curates his music that it's just a vibe. Like, there's never a lull. You know what I'm saying? There's always something for somebody. He took it to every coast, to every region. So I really appreciated that. It was a great time overall. Yeah, no, it definitely made me realize, like, how much time you got to put in as a DJ, especially if you're curating a set. And I just want to just like, straight like PSA of like, like, leave your DJs alone. True word. Leave your DJs alone. Like, I understand if it's like your birthday party or if it's like, a party that you put together, you know what I'm saying? Whereas like, you run the spot, something, or like you hired the DJ. If you're just a random, just pulling like, oh, I love this place or whatever. Like, I think a lot of DJs, well, I don't think it's curated, DJ sets aren't the norm. Yeah. But they definitely do happen. You'll definitely see someone who are playing, like spinning like, random like popular tracks. But then there's times where like, this is a specific curated theme like, playlist, and usually like the DJ would announce that, on the set. Unfortunately, like, I was there with him early. I was the first person there, like for his set, and their sound guy was a bartender too, so he is. He's trying to figure it out. The program not working. They got to reboot and re-download fucking Mac and shit. Shit's ridiculous. His mic isn't working, so he's just I guess to the audience. I guess because we knew too that was a 2000s theme set. Yeah. Like, it made sense like why all the tracks were old school within that era, and then like you have like shorties pulling up like, hey, it's my friend's birthday. Can you play some ABBA? Where the girls are trying to dance tonight. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Some shorty, the first shorty asked for Dua Lipa. Yeah. That was just, and then the other shorty was like, I'm totally gonna fuck up the vibe. Like, I want some really white shit. Like, I was like, what's going on right now? How you come up to the DJ and be like, I'm gonna fuck up your vibe. Can you play this for me? Once you start like that, bro, get out of my face. I'm not playing you shit. Get out of my face, bro. Like, I wanted to mush her out of Johnny's face, bro. I felt crazy. Like, Homeboy was the worst. He was like, bro, come on, bro. Like, what guy? Some tall. All these people are white because they have. It's kind of a white spot, yeah. But he was just like, he pulled up to Johnny like, yo, like, come on, bro, like, can you just play like this song? I'm pretty sure it was Travis Scott or some shit. But he was like, can you play this song, bro? Like, it's not that big of a. And that's the thing that like I got pissed off about. Just like, yo, like, this isn't a big deal for you, because you're not the one on the set. Yeah. Like, you're just some random fucking guy. Go back to your random fucking shit and listen to my set. Yeah. Like, I feel like, and that's the big thing, like, and this was a big difference between the first night at Pink's and then this night. Like, the first night, it was just music, like, all around. Play what you want. So Tapper was playing everything, and somebody came up and requested Bollywood music. And Tapper was so excited to throw it in. Like, he found it, downloaded it, like, middle set. Like, I'm watching him do it. And he, like, had no problem with the request. Like, I don't think Tapper minds requests. Yeah. But it was just the overall thing of, like, the etiquette of it. You know? Yeah. Like, that first night, cool. It's pretty much, you can tell, and he had his mic. So he was interacting with the crowd, but you could tell the music was from everywhere. I think had the theme been announced, it may have alleviated some of it. But it also, white people are slow sometimes, bro. Yeah, so I was like, maybe they didn't grasp. Drinking. Like, they was drunk. I don't think they was grasping that it was a 2000s night. Didn't know there was gonna be a bridal party happening. They were lit. But they had a great time. I remember when they got up. What song was it? Oh my god, there was a song. It was in the club. The group of them started walling to in the club by 50. And we looked over and everybody was like, oh, so there's 50 fans in the crowd. The bridal party was lit. Shorty that was pregnant was in the spot. There was like a shorty 8 months pregnant. Promise you she about to pop.
And I feel like it was just like younger like people. But to your point, I was just like, okay, cool. You don't know the theme. You're going to go up to make a request. Once once the DJs was like, yo, cool, like, thanks for your request, but I'm doing a curated thing. Do you have a 2000s request? Sure, I'll play at no problem. Yeah. But it's the pushing of like, okay, I get what you're doing. I still want to hear my shit. Then go home.
Go somewhere else.
Connect to your JBL. Like,
go somewhere else. I don't care. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. It was just weird. I feel like for me, it was just like one of those.
I'm always like a person, like, if I ever am in a space with a DJ, if I want to hear something, first thing I'll do is go up to him and be like, do you take requests? That's the first question I've always asked. Because a lot of DJs do not, bro. Because they have their set. Like, I know what I'm playing. I know what it's going into. Like, especially because some of these DJs whack, bro. So they can't throw a song in the middle of their set off a request. Like, so seeing what Tapper did that first night, I was like, yo, you are the man for that, bro. Like, you really throwing shit randomly in sets, bro. Like, it's fire. Like, so I know a lot of DJs that don't take requests in general. So that's the first question I always ask. And then I'll do my request, whatever. And then I just be feeling type of way when a DJ be like, yeah, I'm playing for you, and then never plays it. Because I'm like, damn, you could have just said no, bro. I wouldn't have taken it the wrong way. But, like, Tapper's one of the nicest DJs I've seen. Like, both, like, personality, like, you're nice and you're nice with it. Both descriptions of it. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like I had wished the etiquette was better towards him. Yeah. That first night, that Friday night, I really want to hear how his set went yesterday, though.
Yeah, no, I wonder if it was curated.
Yeah. No, it was, I think it was just an open set, like the first night.
Yeah, I hope the mic was working.
Me too, that's my big thing. I hope the mic was working for him.
That's real. Like, being able to communiate.
Because if not, it's just kind of like...
Yeah.
Some dude's just playing music. Right. Some dude's just DJing.
That is a good segue into, the amazing performance that went to Uptown. Shout out.
Escape to NYC.
Underground Live showcase, and like what? How many artists on that thing?
Yo, I'll count it out right now.
Please just keep the lineup open. I definitely feel we're about to like go back and forth that shit. I got, it was all the way in 158. 158.
Yeah, they had me Uptown. I don't be there.
Yo, and you live in Astoria, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like...
I live even closer.
That's like, a relatively decent climb. You know what I'm saying? I am a Brooklyn man. I do not go Uptown. But there's a few things on this earth that'll bring Uptown, and Money performing live is definitely one of those things. And just even coming like...
25.
25? Jesus.
25 artists. Shout out to Escape to NYC for
25 artists in one night.
For y'all to get that, bro, like, I was thinking about it the whole night, like, because we had a group chat, so they had sent the, like, times and set lists. So in my head, I'm like, okay, to 2. That means they're going to have artists probably from, like, 9 to something. Nah, bro, 8 to 2 artists. Start. Kick off. Like, first 20 minutes, like, before, like... While they were setting up and shit, huh?
He texted me that list, by the way.
Huh?
Can you screenshot and send
it? Yeah. The freaking DJ had like I think a 20-minute opening set, and then they started with the artists.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like I think that was the case. I didn't get there at the start, but
yeah, I got there at like 9.
Homie who photographed for me, he came through early.
Eli.
Yeah, shout out Eli for real. Eli came through early. Eli was there like start. He got there at 8. He texted me like, yo, I'm here. And I said, word. I was in the crib like, yeah, I'm on my way. He was just like, word. I was like, how's it looking? He was like, they're still setting up, doing sound check and shit. So he was there. Shout out Eli, bro, when you see this. And I might post this as a clip. When you see this, bro, I just wrote in the group chat. Somebody asked for the photographer and videographer's at. Somebody sent your page. And I responded, I was like, yeah, that's my guy. I hope he got some shit for y'all. And dude was like, oh, I was tweaked when I found out he was from Chicago too. Small world.
Oh, he's from Chicago?
He's from Chicago. So I was just like, oh, that's fucking crazy. So, bro, shout out you. You made a lot of connections. I don't know if you know it, but a lot of people would shout you out in that group chat. They was all like, yeah, he was fire. Like, he was a nice kid. Like,
solid dude, bro.
Solid dude, bro.
Also
Eli, shout out you. Yeah, and he had a great, I think he had a great time. Like, he seemed to enjoy himself, getting lots of pictures. Like,
yeah, nah, I got there around 9.
Yeah.
And, like, I would say, like, just even, like, looking back on it now, like, the 9 o'clock acts, like, the room was, like, to give you a description, like, of the whole, like, you know, the whole way I'm painting y'all a picture for real. So you come to the block, and it's like a door, bouncer immediately checks you down, you go upstairs, you bust a quick left, like a small, you know, thing, get your ticket, and the room just opens up, you know.
Big square,
lights, you know, some pillars.
Rectangle-ish, yeah.
Yeah, rectangle-ish. Back, glass walls, window, mirror walls.
Kind of like dance studio?
Yeah.
Like wall-to-wall mirrors, yeah.
Very dance studio.
It felt like a dance studio / warehouse. Like, that's what, if it was empty, that's probably what it would have felt like.
Yeah, now you say that, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, it was like a dance studio. I was trying to remember, like, what
has mirrors?
Yeah, like, just like this.
Yeah. Floor to ceiling mirrors, yeah.
Super anal about the mirrors.
Super. Yo, Zeal, bro. Zeal had me weak because it was just every like 10, 15 minutes. If you in the back, please just lean up off the mirrors. And I felt, the first time he said it, it was definitely about me and him because I was definitely on that mirror. And I looked at Omari like, is this fucking play about us? And then cool. And then after that, every time he said it, I looked back and would see nobody on the mirror. So I was like, I don't know if he just saying it to say it or if he sees somebody after that. That shit was funny. But nah, it was a pretty like decently big space.
Yeah, pretty decently big space. When I first got there, it felt even bigger because like
it was emptier or spread out.
It didn't. It felt spread out. The U felt like a lot like wider. Like, it was like a U, and then there was like a corner of like this pocket of dudes. Just like it seemed like if that pocket of people like siphoning and just like standing, like
circled in the U,
it would have felt like how the show felt the whole night. We got there, and the first, I was a little shaky. The camera. I was a little shaky because when I first got there, like the first act, I don't even remember. I forgot the act, but it was like decent. I was getting the vibes, like okay, cool, like you know, we're trying to like get the crowd like into this and like you know and do the thing, but you know like you see people were being receptive, but they were also like, it wasn't like I'm a cheer for everything. It was very much like, no, that was ass, like kind of thing. Like there was an act. There's an act. There was like this one dude and like, you know, he had like the glasses, the bust down, and but the shoes were mid. That's why I knew like, I feel like no.
He said,
I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy. You could very much tell this person was like, the energy he was giving me, I don't want to project. Okay. And I don't remember his name. I don't want to say his name.
Okay.
But it was like a group. It was like kind of like a baby label kind of thing, and like he performed decent like stage, like you know, like he wanted people to come in or whatever, but like it just wasn't, you know, like just wasn't there. And like he brought his 2 guys out, you know, and they have like a little baby label, and they were just going. And it was just like, and that's when I thought like, sheesh, like what are we like?
What are we in for?
Yeah, what are we?
Oh my
in
god,
for, bro! Like after that, I respectfully stepped out, trying to find food. Like,
I remember you hit me like I'm at Chipotle.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, I was like, damn, he was not rocking with whatever was going on.
Yeah, it was one of those things. I was just like, I don't want to even be here to see it.
I knew, bro. Kind of I knew.
The artist, I feel like that really like popped it off for me. I don't remember Homeboy's name, but it was the white man, the white dude that really like.
I feel like. Damn, I just don't know.
I
because the lineup also kind of got mixed up at some point.
This is incorrect. I'm looking at it. I'm just like, yeah, this is.
It's super incorrect. Yeah, it's definitely.
For the most part, it's like there.
The names is there.
Yeah, for the most part, this shit is, you know, like just looking at it like.
Cause Zio went before like.
I forgot his name.
Was it KBS or was that somebody else?
Was it KBS? I wanted to dap him up, but then I lost track.
The white guy.
Yeah. Because honestly, like, yo, the white boy, very unassuming.
It was so unexpected, bro. It was so unexpected. I will not lie to you.
And he gave us, like, a drill vibe.
Yeah, bro.
And then,
KBS,
a boom
bro.
bap. KBS, you're hard.
Yeah.
You are hard, bro.
Oh, wait, you tattoo, bro? Let me find out. Jimmy?
Nah, tap in with him because I feel like that's what, once he went off and I think a lot of people got that impression that, yo, what? Yeah. And I think that's when people started getting more, into the show. I feel like that's when we got, a solid lineup of, people coming in and doing their thing. Another big shout out to Tao.
Yeah.
Yo, he was hard. I really fuck with you. I fuck with your people for supporting you. It was beautiful to see that.
Y'all entire group walked out during my performance, actually, so y'all kind of whack for that. But your shit was fire. Your set was dumb fire.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? It was kind of crazy. They stayed for the entire acapella. Then once the music started, I saw them all it was a large group of niggas too, because there was 6, 7 of them right in the front. I saw them come back towards the end, so I assumed niggas went to go do something. But that was kind of rude. But point is that your set was fire though. He did follow me, so I was like, okay, so you definitely
Nah,
you're rocking my shit, so cool.
It was solid. Another one.
Big Brooklyn shit.
Yeah, I wasn't know exactly where he was from. I thought
I felt like he said it, but he didn't.
I thought I heard Ville. I thought
I heard the style.
Einstein. Somewhere.
But he wasn't giving me the style.
Yeah. I could believe Ville.
I could believe the Ville. I could believe Flatbush too.
Yeah.
I could believe the floors.
Yeah. Good fit. It was a good fit too.
Great fit.
Prep.
Good.
Prep
went crazy.
Prep
Prep, you went crazy, bro. True word. You are fire.
Yeah,
bro.
nah, I feel like I was
Harlem, right?
I think he was Harlem. He's a Harlem act. Shout out George from
New York City,
man, for having some dope artists.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of okay, in terms of hip hop artists, he was a dope performer. He performed. He definitely took that moment as his stage, and it definitely felt tighter, wrapped around him, focused. He definitely took full advantage.
People was fucking with him,
1000%.
Yeah, shout out Apollo, bro. That's his man's. That's homie with the red hoodie.
A copy.
Yeah. Shout out him, because I remember when Prep was performing, he was on it with just the hype man shit, and I was like, yeah, your man's fuck with you. I fuck with it. And then I realized they was cool with each other. Nah, great. And then shout out Steph Cash, bro. That was her first time performing. I didn't know that. Shout out you, sis, for real. Me and her, we just, I posted his shit on IG about a week or so before the performance. She was like, yo, I fuck with you. I fuck with your energy. As soon as she walked in, I went to her, said, what's up? So I was hyping her up during her shit, and then she was front and center for mine. So I was like, yeah, I fuck that. That's
the Brooklyn shorty song.
Yeah, the Brooklyn bitch, yeah. Nah, I fuck with her. She's fire. She cool. She cool peoples. Nah, you doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your performances. Keep making music.
Yeah. I feel like this is very much big. Before we get to, we're getting closer to monies.
Yeah.
Big flower segment before 950 racks.
Yeah, bro.
I huge Juice WRLD energy. You're giving huge Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, Travis, that overall concept, that overall feel, he hit me too, but your set was beautiful. It was beautifully curated.
Yeah, and even to open it up.
And it was go ahead.
To I feel like a huge talking point that we've discussed on a plethora of episodes, that there is this sound that is just stuck in the Brooklyn music scene of this drill sound, it's becoming a starter pack thing, and he addressed that shit honestly, man, I just really appreciate different sounds, and letting people know that there's different energies in the city and different music, and you're absolutely right, and it definitely needs to be more of a space for those people to thrive and be noticed, and I feel like Escape to NYC is definitely one of those places. I had a kind of fake embarrassing moment. I was watching 950 Racks perform, and I was like, okay, he's dope. And then I wanted to I love giving people their flowers when I'm at a show, and if I see them, definitely, you were a great time. I really enjoyed what you delivered.
Right.
And I went to go dap him up, yo, bro, you're dope, and I really think what you said earlier was a poignant point, you know what I'm saying, that's real shit. And he was homie little boy looked at me yo, bro, I didn't perform, and I was just I was about to throw up.
You was just mistook him for somebody else?
He said, homeboy looks at me, he's like, yeah, bro. Yeah, 950 racks? Yeah, that's my little brother. Like
blood brother?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, like my blood brother.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, because you, it was crazy because, like, that's when I was like, this is, mind you, y'all, this is a hot box.
A hot box. No windows, bro. Like, so everything that's getting smoked is staying in there. Like, bro.
So at this point, my eyes recalibrated. I'm like, oh shit, wait, you're not him. You look
like him.
Very much.
But you're not.
I just turned to the right and I see him over and I was like, fuck. He was just like, yeah, bro, but you know, I'm Jalen. Like, I run Escape to New York City. Like,
I'm
weak. Me and him are like, where the people like behind this shit.
With the blonde?
With the blonde.
Shout out Jalen, bro. Shout out Jalen.
Yeah, yo. So that was a dope moment to like, even.
Wow, now I see the resemblance.
Yeah, bro, he was like, no one's ever like done that before. I guess because a lot of people just know we're brothers already. But I'm just like,
oh wow, I see the resemblance.
I completely.
Nah, yo, you had a great set, bro. Like, I was really fucking with you, and like I told you, bro, it was a beautiful way to also set it up as like the intro to me, or what should have been the intro to me. The random duo, bro. Shout out Zeal, bro. He was like, I was kind of tight, but I was kind of tight just because I was like, these things about to cut into my time. What's going on? But Zeal was like, this random duo pretty much came up to them middle of the show, like they want to spit some shit. What's their names? Guala and True.
Yes, Guala and True. He was just like True. I think it's Guala. It's like Allah with the G.
GW. I was like, that's crazy.
That's hilarious, bro. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that kind of did like, that fake rubbed me the wrong way because just as a person that like, puts a production together, like you wanted to run
as smoothly
as planned as possible. So,
That's why I asked him about it outside. Afterwards, we saw him outside. Like, what was that about pretty much? And he was just like, this is what we do it for. And I was like, fair point. Can't be mad at that. Like, you're right. That is what we do it for. I wasn't really mad. Niggas didn't cut me off short. Niggas didn't really, like, so it's whatever. But I liked them. It was fine. Nah, there was that one point because they didn't even have their music on them. So they sent the first shit, did the first shit, and then the second shit just was not getting sent through. They was really just taking up time. And that's when Zio was like, so do y'all want to run the first shit back again?
No.
Or do y'all want to
keep it
pushing? But then the second, but then there was still mad people to go. And then the second song, I think, got sent in, and they did the second song. It was fire, though. I like y'all because y'all was fucking with my shit, but I was fucking with y'all shit. Like, I was dead-ass bumping. And, y'all haven't performed in a minute, so y'all did good for, like, a first time back in a while. Absolutely. And then they let it into me.
Yeah, I mean, just even, like, before we even get into you, like, describe for me, like, that moment, because just staying next to you the whole time, like...
I feel like for a good 30 minutes prior, I just felt super anxious. And that's normal for me. Like, I always have stage fright. That's just, years in, and it's still a thing no matter what I'm doing. Poetry, rapping, doesn't matter. And then there was just, like, one specific moment where you, like, grabbed my shoulders and you were like, bro, you perform. And once you did that, I just felt like a weird thing come off of me. And I just went like that, and I was like, yeah, I'm valid. I'm Gucci. Yeah. I feel like a part of me kept feeling like I was gonna forget like my intro, and that's what I was really worried about.
That's what you were practicing.
Yeah, that's why I kept like mumbling shit because I felt like I was gonna forget something about it, especially because the ending of it was like added or like pieced together from other shit. So I was worried about that. I took a little drink of rosé, got myself Gucci. Like, I think I was good though. Like, I feel like going in, I was excited because. Like, again, like, I feel like the artists that had just went prior to me, like, came in with great energy. And there was, like, nothing... I felt like nothing could go wrong, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was real excited to go in. Anxious, but overall excited to start.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, I don't perform shit. But, I've seen you at several different performances, and I felt like in this way of, like, bro, you performed more people than this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm... Miss Black and Gold, and like on show on campus, like full like
auditoriums
and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this small pickings, bro. Like I'll tell you something that when you know that you have something that's just undeniable, you know the shit is fire. We were here for a couple acts. I'm like, bro, like some of these things don't even sound like they write in their music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there was you know, no disrespect to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to where they're at in their artistry. I hope everybody continues to develop and grow. But, you know, there were acts there you can tell were not sure in themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, and to the point where like they gave up their set. Yeah. You know, like there wasn't like vibe. I feel like that's a part of the artistry and performance. It's like cool. Like how do I salvage this moment and make this thing about me, keep the center?
Yeah, there was one very specific artist where I was like, he's a real laid back dude, but I feel like he himself wasn't necessarily comfortable or like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like he wasn't getting crowd reception. Yeah, which is another thing. I feel like when I had first got there, like that's what I was worried about because the crowd was not really like given. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. All due respect, everybody picked up towards like middle to the end. But like in the first like hour and a half, 2 hours, like it was really giving niggas just standing there watching, looking, like, staring. 1,000. Like, and I was just like, fuck. Like I felt like as a performer, like I felt like damn. Like so that's why everybody that came up, I tried to give them a little yo, yes sir, whatever, like a little something, and especially because not many people were doing it. My voice carried, so I appreciate that. Like, so I did that with homeboy, who I said was real laid back, but like you could tell with the lack of crowd reception, like it feels like he just kind of like did his set and just did his set. But he had a great vibe. I fucked with him. I remember his name, I believe, but point is that I know I follow him though. He had a great vibe. Like I feel like that was a dude that we said he auto-tuned. Where like a lot of his music was made with autotune, and we were like, it would be better if his mic itself had autotune, and I was like, I think vocal practice would do the trick though. But he was hitting like some of his notes great. Then there was just certain things where I was like, because it's so heavily autotune, like you're never going to fully get that in your performance range.
Yo, like, and I feel like that's
I fucked with his music a lot.
And that's the thing that like I feel like I was trying to say with my earlier point is like, you know, there's just what I saw in that room for sure was like the different stages of artistry. You know what I'm saying? The people who from the people who are like literally like saying really anything and whatever on a beat and like expecting it to like, you know, you can tell like you guys are listening to your music on a very insular level. You're playing it to the people that like you, know you, and then they're not gonna tell you, hey, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. And to see that, and then you're seeing people who like, you know, may not know what their sound is, or like they're probably expecting more of a reaction to the music. But I think that's those moments you realize that like, okay, cool, like what I'm doing might not be for everyone right now at the stage where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? It's either like, how do I expand my sound to a point where it's more inclusive, or how do I focus in my niche and get my music to people who I really think I'm producing a good sound for? And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And then but we definitely did see people.
There are people you can tell who are veteran performers. You know
what I'm saying, who know
people
their
who
sound.
You can tell probably never touched a mic in front of people before. Like people who you can tell are just comfortable in themselves. And people who aren't, like, it's just an overall thing, bro. But no, like, at the end of the day, bro, nothing but love and respect to every performer that came out. Like, because that shit is not an easy feat to perform, regardless of how many times you've done it or not. Like I said, bro, I've been performing for over 5-6 years now, like, whatever the case may be. And it doesn't get easier anytime. Yeah. Because it's always, like, a big thing of, especially with this event, and I've said it on almost every past episode up until now, was that I was super worried because I don't know this crowd. Like, you know, I don't know the energy. I don't know the crowd up here. And so I don't know how it's going to be received, you know, especially because I don't consider my music to be on an insular level. But at the same time, like, the people I know that really fuck with it like that are my people. So it's like, it was just that thing overall as well, going into it. Of, like, I was seeing what people was fucking with, and I was like, okay, there are people here who are fucking with lots of different things. Yeah. So absolutely. You never know what people like, which is, you know, always the tagline. Like, you never know what people listen to and like.
Yeah, no, and it's not, even like, you never know what someone's like, yo, I need a feature, or I need to like work with you on something. So I did like that essence of it. I remember you were talking to me about your performance. I noticed no Clover.
Yeah.
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 Was that a conscious choice?
Yeah, I feel like I had originally had greens on Clover, like on my set list. But one, with my time, because I had 15 minutes, I was like, all right, cool. If I do Clover, I can't do Trisha. And I felt like Trisha was just a better vibe for the location. I feel like everything is a time and place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, gotcha. Like, I plug everything I do everywhere I go because it's worthy of it. That's why I plug the podcast, I plug the poetry, like, I plug all of it. But, like, at the same time, like, music-wise, I thought about it, bro. I was like, I'm going to be Uptown. I know it's about to be niggas. That's why when you texted me in the beginning, like, yeah, bro, the niggas out here are niggas. I was like, word. Like, I expected, like, that vibe. Like, you know, I expected... But then when I saw the artist, I expected range because I saw range. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I could have threw Clover in there, but I was like, I curated the rest of the set list, and I was like, Clover is just the most, like, oddball out of the entire group. That it, like, really switches my vibe, and I would have to throw it in the middle. And, like, yeah, it could go for a slow down pickup, but I feel like I just didn't want to do that for that location. Yeah. But I feel like I love Clover. I love performing Clover, specifically greens. Like,
yeah, and it's great because I was telling you, too, like, yeah, you probably, like, ended with that, like, going, like, the whole, like, I like to call it the coffee bean song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I definitely do think that was a better choice.
Yeah.
I think you rid off that, you know, that energy you were getting in the room, and, like, all the songs, like, kept it up. There was the moment, I think it was coming off of Sin. And
it was her.
It was her. And
he cut off my outro?
It wasn't because he told him to cut off the rest of Trisha, and then he was like, okay, cool.
No, he didn't. No. I told him to cut off the rest of Trisha, but when it came to, was it the end of her? I want to get that what you're doing, so just like you need me, and I don't mind. I feel like it is the end of her. Or it could be the end of Is. I always forget. Point is that it's because I turned and went like this on some leave it, but he took it as cut it. So that's why he cut it right there. And then came back in. But I feel like it threw me off.
Def did.
It did. And he came in like half a lyric in.
Yeah.
I expected him to like just run it back a little bit if he was going to do that. But it's okay.
Yeah. But I feel like...
He told me, he was like, it was my fault. I thought you were telling me to cut it. I was like, no, it's okay. Miscommunication.
Boring things are artistry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Miscommunication.
Miscommunication. Even like...
Because I was worried. Like, I was worried because I know that the outro, like, I know that the beat is a little long between my last verse and that little outro. So I was worried he was going to think there's nothing else. Cut it. That's why I went, like, leave it. You know what I'm saying? So that was, like, a thing for me. That's why I did it at 3 a.m. on Maryland. That's why I was like, don't cut it. Don't cut it off. That's why I said it out loud. I was like, don't cut it off.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You know, let me finish this.
But nah, bro, like, going into the performance, like, the acapella, I think, set it up great. Shout out Des, you know. I took that little chapter from her book from my birthday performance. I think the acapella was great. Like, you know, I feel like it started me off on a great note. I love, like, I've always just been that person that loves that, like, crowd reaction of, like, oh, talk your shit. Like, I love that shit. Like, it just feeds me. It's fire. So it's like, once that came out, and it came out after, like, my first, like, bar, like, I was pretty much, like, I did the whole, like, I had to go and put these peons in a peasant's place. Listen, that's when I got to talk your shit, like, 2-3 times in a row. Same person. Shout out Apollo. And I was just like, yo, nah. It, like, fed me to keep it going. And I think it went great. Like, I think that... I love that I finished it, the acapella, and the DJ immediately went into Trisha. It was, like, one of those moments that alleviated that worry I had of, like, I don't know this DJ. I don't know how this set is going to go. You know? But I think he, throughout the night, did a great job. Like, I feel like he was very just, like, keeping up with the artist in terms of, like, okay, there's a great time to cut in. There's a great time to whatever. Like, so I feel like, yo, shout out DJ, hit a lick. You're fired.
Yo, yeah. For it to be doing, you know, handling all these acts, no, yeah, bro, you did a
mad set list, bro. Like, super, like, everybody. And it was set list anywhere between one song to, like, 6, 7. Yeah. So shout out you, bro, for having all that and, like, curating all that. Yeah, bro.
Your computer's RAM.
No, true word. But like through and through, I got great energy throughout the performance. I'm very grateful for everybody that fucked with me, that bopped with me, that vibed. Like every time I looked around, cause I was really looking at the middle most of the time, but every time I looked around, I saw somebody bopping their head, and that's all that mattered to me. Cause that's always my music to me. Like I've never seen my music as something somebody's gonna like rage to or like. You know, but I've always made head bopping music, like music that you could really just like, you know, because that's real hip hop to me. Like I don't know, like that's just always my thing. Like any old track I listen to or old school track I listen to, I always end up just like thinking niggas in the studio just bopping their head, like you know. So that's what my music makes me feel like. So every time I turned and somebody was doing that, like it was truly great. Finished off the performance, wrapped up. As soon as I go out the crowd, I go grab my stuff from you. I'm walking. Some shorty immediately stops me. She's like, yo, highlight of the night. Like, highlight. And I was like, yo, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, that was the first compliment I got. And, like, just walked around, like, and it was great. Like, man, I ended my whole thing with, like, yo, I'm open to collabs. I'm open to working. Because I feel like some people don't
do that.
Don't do that and don't know that. Like, because, you know, like, the artists, bro, you could tell. Like, you could tell when certain people perform or, like, certain people who do this shit or you feel like they do this shit, you feel like they're, like, not. They're stush, like, you know, and I never want to give that off. Like, I don't think I ever do, but it's just a thing. Like, it's just a weird stigma of, like, there's certain artists where you feel like, yeah, if I went to hit you up to, like, you'd be on something, like, nah, I'm not really trying to. So I made it known, and, like, a couple people came around, like, yo, I want to work with you, I want to do this, I want to do that, and, like, yo, I'll repeat it again, I'm here for all of it. Like, I'm here for all the collaborations. I met some great people. When I met Apollo, like, really went up to him, like, he gave me a great, like, you know, just great energy of, like, yo, you really got this, like, you got this music shit, like, you big homie, I'm big homie type shit, like, respect, like, his mans, shout out to him, he's the one who told me, like, yo, you fucked this shit up, and I was like, yo, I tried, he was like, nah, you ain't try, you did that shit, like, don't ever say you tried, because you did it, like, and that shit stuck with me, because it's like, and like I told you on the car ride home, bro, like, it was never a validation thing, but, like, I come from a background of, like, men always looking at the shorty in the studio or the shorty in the room, like, it's not even worth listening to, you know what I'm saying? So to be in a room with, like, yeah, like, I have my male friends who like my music, genuinely like my music, genuinely listen to my music, genuinely support it, but to, like, get that reception from specifically men who don't know me, it was nice because of how the lack of respect women in general get in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? So it felt not even gratifying, not even validating, because niggas is niggas. But, like, just overall this sense of, like, a little bit of pride, a little bit of an ego boost, if I'm honest, you know? Yeah. Of just this overall thing of, like, where real recognize real regardless of how you view me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
No, it was definitely, I feel like, to that person's point, highlight, a statement, performance, like, it definitely had the energy and it brought that, man. You can't give you flowers much more. Like, it was generally a dope show. I would say the one thing I had to say about the statement NYC that I feel like makes probably better for next year, probably do like an intermission. Yeah. Probably start a little earlier or like, you know, I shorten it a little, shorten the artist list. You know, because then you're getting to a thing of, like, just to be fair to some artists, because, you know, there were, like, technical difficulties towards the end, like, shout out Mama Blue. Like, yeah, shout out Mama Blue, bro. You know, I feel like, you know, you came with energy and, like, you know, you were ready to do your thing, and there was a sound issue. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That definitely, I felt like, played a role in, you know, her performance, and which would, for any artist, you know what I'm saying, it was a thing, and it was just like, yo. Yeah, like, I wish y'all lowered my music a little bit. You want it lower? Yeah. Yeah, see? And that's the thing, like, when you work with so many different artists, like, people are like, oh, I want music louder, I want music lower, like, you know. Yeah, like, I wish my overall track was lower, because I felt like I had to really, like, use my voice OD on that mic, like, to overpower my track, you know? And maybe in the future I'll just consider doing backing tracks instead of just playing the actual track. But right now, like, I don't mind it, because my mic carries. And you know, you see me, bro, now do live rap twice, like, I do my bars, bar for bar. Like, I might skip 1-2 words, but I rap when I perform. So it's like, yeah. I wish the music was just a little bit lower. Jabril actually said it to me, and I thought I was bugging because I was performing, so I was like, maybe I can't hear it. But even Jabril was like, I wish they would have just turned your music down a little bit so I could really hear you on the mic. And I was like, word, good to know for next time.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody's different. Everybody like do their performances different. But yo, again, big shout out to Escapes NYC for even putting this event together.
Yeah, shouts. I mean,
I appreciate y'all not, or at least not with me. I don't know if this was the case for everybody, but like not having, like not forcing artists to sell a certain amount of tickets or like being one of those, like, because that shit's so much pressure and it's so much like it's a lot. Like, I mean, granted, if every artist on this list had sold 5 tickets, it would have been 125 people. But that's like, you know, just an attendance thing. But I appreciate that there was not that request because there's so many instances where there are, or like they had like people who curate events like really need or force an artist to do something to like have that spot to perform. So I appreciate that necessarily wasn't the case. So y'all did a great job. Like I hope you know their art expo on the 26th, which this episode will come out afterwards, but
we can figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But I might just give y'all this clip. Feel me?
Shit, might do like a.
We'll see. But point is that they have an art expo this on March 26th as well. Ticketed. Every ticket comes with soju open bar. I might have to get a ticket.
Oh, what?
Yeah, cool. I might have to get a ticket. But yeah, art, performances, vendors. I think it's like bigger than this because this was just performances. I'm excited. Ace is gonna be there. Ace Boone, he's performing. Yeah, I might have to go. Yeah, bro. Because it's from 4 to 11.
Okay.
Well, so I'm probably gonna show up at like 8. Like 7, 8.
What day? 20.
It's in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Should go to fucking
Uptown. I could go to Brooklyn.
Land.
Yeah, Malik gonna be there doing video work.
Oh word. Oh shit.
Yeah, definitely so it's gonna be a vibe. Yeah.
Definitely not pull to support.
But yo, again, mad artistry.
Yo, yeah. Shout out to artists that we couldn't even make it out to. I really wanted to see Muda.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was just getting way too late, man.
I
was looking at like. The original Select was supposed to be on like 12:50 to 1.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we were there. That we were like kind of edging towards it, but it was just like.
I feel like we left at 1.
This is definitely incorrect. Like this whole like.
Because Prada Mama ended up going towards the end. She didn't go after me. Somebody went after me, and then it was Mama Blue.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
But I can't. I think it was Wayso. I think they had announced Wayso after me.
Yeah, I want to say so. Yeah, it was definitely a group of guys.
Yeah.
A group of guys. After you.
And then Mama Blue went. Mama Blue, you fit. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, yo.
Your whole vibe, the aesthetic, fire. The gold's fire. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, yo, listen, man.
But overall,
great time, man.
Literally.
Hard act to follow.
Super. Yeah. Ow, I hit my head. Yeah, I'm okay. But overall, I can't say much more than it was a great event. Thank you guys for providing that space for artists to come and use their voices, to put people onto other people. I feel like y'all open mad doors for other creatives just to get to know each other. And that's what we do this for. That's what we all do this for. That's why we do this podcast. That's what makes the world go around. True word, networking and creativity.
Oh. That's all we need, man. And we need a lot more people like Escapes in New York City, bro. Keep doing your thing. Definitely gonna pull up to the
Art Expo. Yeah,
he was Jim was telling me about that, and much love. There's not much for us to say next, man.
Yeah, bro, that's pretty much it, yo. With that, it's your homie ATM.
And it's your boy O.
We are the Lingo, baby. Stay up, stay safe.
Be easy.
Be easy. Peace.